What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I'm going to be very, very honest with you. And I know that some people might not like this at all. And maybe some people agreed with me, right? I wanted XRP to crash, right? I wanted XRP to fall. When we saw the bear market, I wanted more of a negativity, more negative feelings and sentiment and drops and crashes. I wanted so much more to happen to XRP. But I know it wasn't going to happen because you have the amount of holders, but I really, really wanted that to happen. And in this video, I'm going to explain exactly why I wanted that to happen. Not necessarily because I don't believe in XRP, but more that I believe in it so much so that I want to have more and more. So if you could, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel for Twitter, for Patreon. I also have a link at the top of the description for BTCC. If you guys are interested in this platform, it is a great platform that I partnered with that they can give you a 10% deposit bonus when you use my link specifically. Also, 40% lower trading fees, up to $10,055 of extra bonuses so long you can meet the criteria in order to get those bonuses. And you can also trade 300 plus cryptos, 500x leverage if you wanted to. You can trade outright, you can demo trade. It's been trusted for 13 years. Like it's been around for a long time, and it's been here, it's been doing its thing. So feel free to check it out. Link is at the top of the description. And I don't think you'll be disappointed with that platform. So anyways, what we're talking about here today is XRP. And I think when I look back at where I kind of started in crypto and the different opportunities that I wanted to take up, when I saw XRP, the first thing that I initially saw was that it was in a lawsuit. Well, first, I saw that it had potential, right? I saw the movement and I was looking to day trade any crypto that I could see. So I saw the movement. I was like, this is a day tradable crypto. I can buy into this. But then as I was talking about day trading that and getting into it and getting out and all that stuff, someone brought up the fact the reason why we were seeing that movement was because of the lawsuit. Now, many people ask me, is this a long-term play? You know, when you factor in the lawsuit, and I was just like, I don't know. It doesn't seem right? If they're within litigation, then it's just not going to be good for any investor, and that's usually how you take it until I decided to do my research, right? I decided to look into it a little bit more and see what was going on, and that it didn't deserve to be within this lawsuit. And even if when it does come out on top, you're going to see a clear definition of what we want out of a cryptocurrency, right? What we want out of understanding crypto and having legal clarity in a way. And that's exactly what you have with XRP, with Ripple, and the things that they're offering there. So that's a big deal. And that's what really brought me into buying into it in the first place. Now at those levels, it was at 39 cents. I decided to put 1,000 in there because I understood of what the ultimate mission can be. I was like, let me put that there and just let it sit. Don't worry about it. Then I started talking about it a little bit more. I bought it a little bit more. 3,000 I got up to. And then I got up to 7,000 and 10,000. I decided to jump to 20,000. And this was all around the 52-cent range, right? I just continued to buy more, and I got all the way up to 100,000. 52 cents is what my cost basis was. And then I believed in it as it ran up. Again, as it pumped after everything that has happened and, you know, pumping up above $1 or so, I decided to buy more to get me to about 200,000. With my cost basis being $1.22. Now, I believe in it so much further than where it stands. I think it's going to go absolutely to the moon and skyrocket to multiple levels and stay there because of the utility. But within that downfall, before kind of the in between the I don't know about this because of the lawsuit to, hey, I should look into this and believe in this and buy that first 1,000. In between there, when we saw the bear market and what happened with Terra Luna Classic and everything that went on with FTX and everything, I was just like, I want this position that I'm looking into right now to absolutely drop, right? I would love for this to drop. And when we looked at, XRP, if we go and look at the chart and where it stands now, It's currently at $2.11. It has grown in the last year by about 300%. In the last day, it's slightly down by about 1% or so. But if we look at all history, right, when we saw this at lower levels, when we were around 2021 and things started to push back down and fall all the way back down, I wanted it to go lower than what we saw back here in 2020, which I thought would be the case, right? I wanted to see it get down to 20 cents. I wanted to see it get down to 15 and 10 cents. And I wanted to not only double down, but triple down, quadruple down, because if I bought 100,000 XRP at 10 cents, that would be $10,000, right? I had the money to be able to afford 500,000 easily at those levels, right? A million at those levels. That means that I would have been an XRP millionaire by the count of XRP that I would have had. So I was hopeful that we would see this go from $1 right here down past this low level here of, I don't know, 8 cents or 10 cents or whatever it was. What was the lowest? 14 cents. I wanted to see it at 10 cents. That's what my hope was. Right? I wasn't telling anybody like, oh, it needs to be down there. I was just really hoping that we could see that happen. And the reason why is because I would have been able to grab hundreds of thousands or millions at those levels. This is where I started to see it. And 2022 is where I started to kind of believe in it, where I started to buy those little bits. And I was like, this is a good price. 32, 39 cents is where I first purchased it. And then I started to look into it more, look into the conversation, see Brian Garlinghouse, can't speak. And just to see many people talking about it, seeing the government speak about it, just, it made me not really speak about it, but seeing the conversations that people were having with how it could be implemented within government and how it could be implemented worldwide in different countries and so many different things that were just positive. And I was like, this is it. I want this to fall. I don't want anybody to know that I want it to fall, but I want this to absolutely crash to a low level. Because you look at other things and they've dropped to lower levels, right? You compare that to, I don't know, didn't an ADA drop to below those previous levels? I think it was Cardano, or maybe it didn't. I was hopeful that things would drop down a little bit more. Like ADA, yeah, look. So this was, what was that, the lowest point? 7 cents. I guess maybe it didn't drop that low. But it still dropped pretty low, and I was hopeful that we would see it drop even lower, just to kind of, have a crash so that I can buy it at the lowest levels. But I know a lot of people saw that as an opportunity, and they just continued to stack up. And even if, 39 cents is not horrible, I was, able to buy, 100,000 for $50,000. But would I have loved to have bought 100,000 for $10,000, $20,000? Absolutely, I would have. I would have stacked up on so much more. So it's good to get that off my chest because I've never said that to anybody that I wanted XRP to absolutely crash. I did, because I wanted to be greedy. I wanted to be so greedy while others were fearful. And then when we see the fear kick in, that's when I plan on being, once we see the greed kick in, that's when I plan on being fearful and selling some of my XRP, giving me millions of dollars worth of a gain at these levels. We're talking about $2, $3, $4 with a million XRP. I don't know if you can do math, but 1 million times 4 is 4 million, right? That's kind of what I was looking for there. But we didn't get that opportunity. Still have a decent amount, a heck of a lot. But I would have loved to see it, drop down even further so that I can get more opportunity because I had that much money to do something with it at those times. Anyways, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Let me know what you think about this video. Did you think the same thing? Did you think that it was going to fall further than, 20 cents and get down to a level of 10 cents? What would you have done if you saw XRP at a level of 10 cents in 2022? Guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.